Alright. They reset us back to our little hangout here. We got a bunch of extra side quests hanging out, though. Some alignment quests. Bunch of them. In fact. Alright. Do a little waypoint, but I don't really need to. It's not that far. Oh, there's something right down here. Whee!
Smell is making me sick.
Listen, the Reapers installed surveillance equipment on our building. Disable that junk.
Disable that junk. Alright, so not very subtle, are they? I don't know why I can't just shoot them from the ground. Whoa. You have to? They're shielded. Okay, well at least there's an in-game excuse. There's lore, you know?
Woo?
Woo. Shwoo. Even.
That's what I intended on saying, apparently it didn't come out.
So are you gonna get yourself a Ducati Fuda?
Just said I want 10, I want to do a giveaway.
Of 9 of them, right?
Yes.
Obviously you're gonna keep one.
Yep.
Somebody at Ducati either has no idea what they're doing or knows exactly what they're doing.
Apparently it's named after a trail. And like a town there. Which, and it doesn't mean anything, it's a name.
I mean, we used to call it the Happy Trail or the Treasure Trail. I guess we could just call it the Fuda Trail now.
Oh dear.
Hi, Snow.
Hi.
Are you getting a Ducati Fuda?
Oh jeez.
Snow wants a Fuda bike. She definitely wants to ride a Fuda.
Well, I mean, a lot of people do.
The freaking side-eye I gave my microphone.
Side-eye is not a denial, love.
She didn't say it was. It's more of an OU, is what it is.
Yeah, but she will usually say what she did in order to distract from the fact of what she didn't.
Well, you don't gotta call her out like that.
Yeah, so rude.
Nah. Anyway, go ahead and tell Kren what you were going to. I didn't mean to talk over you there.
Oh, good. Today I got to do first day of driving.
Yeah. Like first?
Well, the last time I tried to drive, I was back in high school.
Oh, okay.
So it's
been a while for me too.
First time encountering a fire engine though. That scared the crap out of me a little bit.
Yeah? I mean, that's definitely an oh god what's going on moment.
Yeah, was driving along, kind of focused, and all of a sudden, like lights and loud noises. Like immediately, my first response is okay, tense up. But it's like, wait, nope, I can't do that.
I mean, you can pull over then tense up, but not immediately. Yeah.
Nope, I stopped at the stoplight and didn't jerk the brake, so I think I did pretty good. Also, my parking's pretty good too.
Nice.
Also, I
Yeah,
got to go through a drive-through.
I'm definitely rusty, and I was actually in the middle of trying to get my license back because I had not been driving for so long that I ended up letting it expire because I forgot when it was expiring. So I'm having to redo the whole thing.
Bleh.
And having to redo the whole thing, and I was in the middle of getting all that done when COVID hit.
Oh.
Just delayed all of that, so I'm getting even more rusty.
Yeah.
Shocking news tonight.
I did
Actually,
pretty good.
news.
Unprovoked attack by terrorists seeking to break through the quarantine and cross Stampton Bridge.
Also,
Their goal
someone was riding my
simple.
blind spot
Spread the
for
plague
quite
to
a
the
bit,
mainland.
and then
It was
drove
only
past me, tried to
because
flip
of
me off,
the
and
efforts
almost
of the
rear-ended a
Red
car.
of the CDC that the
Yeah, that
CDC
sounds about
attack
right.
was repelled, thus preserving the
I'm a
quarantine.
bitch.
USTV has
It's like,
Let's walk the
oh,
dogs.
you dumbass.
Cool, this is Warden Harms. I know you got your hands full.
Oh, you see that symbol on my backpack, by the way? Oh, it was hard to.
What have you got in mind?
There, it's more visible now. You recognize that?
No.
Between the two straps, the blue and white
Yes,
thing.
I see it.
It's the Sly
I dig
Cooper
it.
insignia.
Oh.
I dig it.
Ouch.
Because this is the same developer.
Huh.
Okay. I could never really find a good angle to show it on the last stream. But yeah, it's got a little Sly Cooper logo.
So it went
Alright.
from being a thieving raccoon to a courier human.
But yep. Bit of a difference, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed during this game, like, sometimes when the NPCs are talking to each other in cutscenes, they'll do the weird little head tilt during conversation animations that Sly Cooper characters do.
I actually find myself doing that sometimes.
That's because you're
Real
adorable.
life.
Sorry for pulling my men out. We're
Not
stretched
even.
really thin.
Cartoon.
Bring in the Reapers, and don't be afraid to get a little rough with them.
Move your butt.
Walk faster.
Faster! What he said. Let's move. Where do you think you're going, suckers? Ah, heck.
You wish.
Where'd the other guy go? Hey. Back here.
No one gets away from me.
Back in line, sucker. Or you get the tasey again. Come on. I guess they're waiting for the other ones to catch up. To jail with thee, and not the fun jail. You're not going to horny jail, you're going to normal jail. Where it sucks.
No space bunks?
Space bonks?
Space bunks.
I don't know what that is.
So, I have two different bonk commands on my
I'm gonna mess you up.
on my stream. I have the bonk command, obviously, and then I have space bonk, where it sends you to space jail.
I don't like space jail, I prefer horny jail.
Well, it's space horny jail, but
Ah, okay. That might be okay then. Zero G horny could be fun. Safe town. Get out of here, evil mission.
Hey, Cole! Just want to let you know the crime is way down.
You know what, Zeke?
Keep it up, brother.
You could just not tell me that every single time I do a side quest. Anyways, this sign was kind of funny here because, okay, this is called Empire City, so this is the Empire Police Department. But from back here, the sign was just blurry enough that it looked like it said Expired Police Department.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, I didn't know police departments could go bad, but then I remembered the U.S. and maybe they can. All right, lady, what's up? Oh, one of these again. Okay.
The Reapers installed surveillance devices on our building. Please disable them.
Also, she's ahead of her time wearing a COVID mask before COVID. She's ready. Actually, I'm not sure why there's so many people wearing masks here. Maybe it's dust masks. Because I don't think there's that many sick people here. There's not a plague going on or anything. Alright.
There is an illness, though. The illness of funny run cycles.
That's true. Everybody had that back then, though.
This is before the era of mocap.
Mm-hmm. But only Cole has a disease of Luggy's way out far, though. He's so graceful.
So there's only one piece of media I ever watched that had traditionally animated movements, like without using mocap, and that was the short film Sintel.
Not familiar with it.
It was released by the Blender Foundation, the same people who make Blender. It's a wonderful movie, and all of the animations are done traditionally. They had two artists doing the character animations, and one person would be animating it, and the other person would be doing it, and they'd be focusing on all the little movements that person was doing, and they'd just take turns going either, who was actually doing the animation. It turned out so good.
Nice.
Hey, Mika.
That is interesting. Hello, Mika.
Like, there are a few parts where it's not perfect, but it is absolutely the gold standard of traditional animation like that.
I'm noticing Mika appears to be a serial lurker.
Well, what kind of cereal? Like Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, French
Hopefully
Toast Crunch.
mini wheats.
Ew. Mika has taste.
Mini wheats or mueslix. I like mueslix.
I have not been able to find those.
Mueslix.
I have not been able to find those French toast ones for years, and I'm sad because those were tasty.
I've had them recently. They brought them back in some places.
You have my
I'm wondering if
attention.
mini wheats is different in the U.S. because it's actually pretty good here.
They're these little dry wheat bricks.
With sugar on them.
Not enough to taste.
And they're not dry when you put milk on them, silly. You just gotta give it a minute before you start eating it so that it...
Well, no, they're not
dry,
dry
okay.
after we put milk on them. Then they turn soggy instantaneously.
Nah, there's just a fine line. You gotta time it right.
I'm sorry, but if you literally
You?
have to drown something for it to be palatable, there's an issue.
I'm sorry, when I put milk in my cereal, I don't want to hear the Jeopardy theme start.
I mean, I do like mueslix better anyway, so...
That I've never even heard.
It's, do you know what muesli is, as a concept?
No.
It's like a mix of, like, nuts, raisins, little, like, oats and bran. It's almost like a trail mix cereal in a way. It's pretty good. assuming you like almonds and raisins and stuff.
I don't mind almonds and raisins. I prefer filberts. But
How's that? Milk on cereal, I know. Isn't that weird, Mika? Who does that?
I mean, I don't really milk on cereal either, but it's just one of those things that you mentioned milk, and if I start hearing the
Cool.
fucking
Hey, what do you put on your? What do you put on your? I
I want to point out, I'm not even touching the controller right now.
Oh dear.
Cole's just having himself a little soft shoe over here.
He's doing the Dark Souls dance. You know the one.
Yeah, he's just not doing the arms right.
yeah,
You mean the one
it's
that's? You mean the one, the Dark Souls dance that is my alerts message gif?
Mm-hmm.
yes. Those lamps be hot.
I guess so.
I suppose they could. Let's see. They're slightly yellow. I suppose they could be mercury vapor.
That was very silly. I love it when an animation breaks. Or breaks in the sense that it's looping for no reason.
No, mercury vapor is like 5,000K, so that'd be bluish, white to bluish. Looking for something in the 4,000 Kelvin. So
Hey, Burnswell.
what would be?
Oh man, that really narrowed things down. So the circle always indicates
Halogen?
the area where the things are. And when I got that one, like suddenly it narrowed down to a little tiny spot because it was just like 2 areas on different sides of the building before. Alright. And now that there's one left, we get shown pretty much exactly where it is. Well, at least horizontally, not vertically. Oh, there it is, up there. Just a little blob
Just saw
hovering
some
by
people
itself in the
hanging
middle.
posters up. Got your face plastered all over them. Now that's publicity.
Yeah, literally. Okay. Straight ahead. Another one. Ah!
Mm.
You know what? I can probably spend some XP. If I wanted to max... reduce it. Oh, 2,600. You know what? Sure, I'll save up for that. Screw it. I'm not super far away from it. Also, this guy's got really loud backpack. When I run around, I don't make that much noise.
Need you to nab some Reapers for us. Don't kill them. We need them alive so that we can get information out of them.
Okay, I will do that. I don't know where they are, though. Do I just get any of them? Oops. Oh, here's some. Ah. There we go. I'll just go ahead and restrain you in the middle of the street. That'll be safe. Where'd the other guy go? I mean, that's not him, but okay. Where did I go get shot? No, no, not you. Somebody else. What's the point of running? Is someone chasing you? Impatience,
He's
I
getting
guess.
shot at, so
Yeah, but I'm running towards them.
yeah, but
Hey.
you're still running
Hey!
because of them.
I don't think he's gonna survive that fall. I don't think I get to capture that one. This one though, maybe? Pardon me.
Allow me to electrocute you to save your life,
Yes, you're welcome.
which is funny thing is electrocute is to die from electric shock. So you electrocuted them
Yes.
alive.
I anti-electrocuted that. That's a difficult word to say.
Anti-electrocute?
Yeah, but I was trying to say it without as much of a pause in the middle. Try to make it flow better. It doesn't work.
Anti-electrocute.
Well, right, but I mean, like I was trying to blend the words together more than just saying it exactly that way. But I couldn't.
Anti-electrocute?
Something like that.
Man alive? Never thought I'd
I've
see
always
this place
hated
come back
how
alive.
electrocute is to die from electric shock. Because you're literally cuting something to death. I'm not okay with it.
Counterpoint, though. Counterpoint. Pikachu.
What's the point?
Cute electric mouse.
Cute?
Well, it's supposed to be. In theory.
It's not a fox type, not interested.
Although there is a new electric mouse game on Steam, apparently. And not about
Oh.
Pikachu. I forget what it's called, though, is the problem. But some game about an electrical mouse running around a town helping people. It's very cute. Yeah.
Pick up.
There's a shard.
Shocking news tonight of a callous
Heh,
and
shocking
unprovoked
news.
attack by terrorists.
That's the only kind of news I generate.
And crossed Stampton Bridge. Their
Yeah,
goal
get
was
it? Generate?
twofold. Spread
Uh-huh.
the plague to the mainland. It
I
was
didn't
only
even do that on
because of the
purpose.
efforts of the heroic men and women of the CDC that the
What are you
CDC
miming against, my dude? There was nothing against your hands.
USTV has learned
Wait,
that
what?
as a result of this event,
When he was standing up against the wall with his hands up, his hands weren't actually on the wall.
Oh.
Increasing the number of both boat and air patrols. Citizens are encouraged
Whee!
to cooperate with CDC soldiers.
Did I just get threatened by a child?
Probably.
That's what
Very
it sounds
possible.
like. Come here and keep walking, Jack. Okay. Oh. Shard over here somewhere. Ah.
An entire shirt.
Mm-hmm. I need it. There we go. Alright, and... I'm going this way.
What is that sea?
Way off in the corner. Alright, I guess I don't need to keep checking the map. I'll know I'm there when I hit the harbor. When I run up against water.
Probably not run into the water.
Yeah, no, it's probably not a good idea.
Why don't you make like a tree?
Yeah.
I have another streamer on in the background, and I swear I just heard him say, "Get the boob out," repeatedly.
I see no reason to believe that he didn't.
He said, "Get the blue bell."
I'm getting word that there are people.
No, I think you were right the first time.
No, it's definitely "Get the blue bell," but it kept out, "Get the boob out, get the boob out, get the boob out."
This is possibly one of those, psychosomatic things. Freudian things. Lubabelle? I mean, you don't want your bell to be dry, do you?
Blue bell. The reason I know that this is... I know what this... The reason I know what it is because he's playing, Mario Party, which has a blue bell.
I think Mika's got a good point.
I mean, Mika always has a point, but, you know... That's just how it works when you're adorable, right?
That's true. That is true. That's his logic.
And the more she denies it, the more true it becomes.
I mean, I think there's some people present that could take that advice as well.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, I didn't say it was you. Although it obviously is.
Well,
interesting that you realized that, though.
I didn't imply that it was me either. I mean, Snow's here, too.
Oh, jeez.
She just recently said that she wasn't adorable, too, so...
Lies and or slander.
And possibly libel.
If you write it down, then yes.
She's written it down before.
So that little mission type is a weird one. Like, it's like a little bit of a time race across the city. Or across part of the city, anyway. Leggies.
Way out far.
It's just funny how dainty he is about it. There it is. I wonder what they sell in this shop. Spade, spade, spade.
Shovels? Or cards?
I don't know where you're getting that strange idea.
Possibly cards.
Sounds
Probably.
like one of the Reaper's couriers is making a run through here. Look into it.
They're in competition with Diamond. Ouchie burns well. Ouchie.
With a shovel?
No, it's just pronounced phonetically is all.
Oh, that reminds me. I was hanging out with early in the morning before I started my stream. I was hanging out with Brush for Hire, and they were. You ever seen people play that words on stream or whatever the fuck that word search game is?
No, but I've heard of it.
So they're playing it, and one of his mods, Bone Shooter. You're familiar with the name.
Vaguely. I've seen it once.
Because I posted that thing in my memes.
Yeah, and then we made jokes about the name. Yep.
Yeah. He's really good at that game. Like, scary good. And one of the words that came through was taint. So I poked fun at him. I said, leave it to you, Bone Shooter, to find the fleshy fun bridge.
Yeah?
And he showed up in my chat today, which is cool.
Yeah, nice.
He complimented my
I'm
mimic.
so dang glad I don't have to wade through 8 feet of
I mean,
garbage
it is a
anymore.
pretty sweet looking mimic.
Man, people
You have a mimic?
really turn
I have a
this
mimic
around.
mini that I painted.
Won't be long
Mhm.
now.
Cool. From
Things will be back to
based on
normal.
what? Like D&D or?
It's a D&D style mimic. I don't think it has a specific genre necessarily. It's a toxic mimic because that's how I painted it. But
It's just that a lot of times if you're buying miniatures, they're usually sold as a specific game connection.
I
Right.
3D printed it.
Oh, you made your own. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
And no, not that one, but that is a game that is very popular for some reason, Burns.
'Cause fads. In Goth we trust.
I approve.
It's like an angel bunny skeleton.
Yep. Oh,
thing.
heck.
Holy crap! Hey, Pathweave!
Hey,
Welcome,
Path.
Raiders!
Hey, raid time.
That was my cum.
Oh. I just went from full health to dead in like a second.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
Path. Well, I can get rid of that tab.
Oh my gosh.
So you can stop watching Pathweave now because he's here.
Exactly. Yes, you did see a sign that says "In Goth We Trust."
With a cute angel skeleton bunny on it.
Angel Skeleton Bunny. I mean, you lost me at the bunny, but
Whereas you gained me at the bunny.
this is inFamous, Path.
Path, what were you playing on your stream before your stream came here?
There's Kren playing and me and Snow spectating and adding commentary.
For the peanut gallery.
Exactly.
The
That's
peanut
the
gallery?
peanut gallery. Elden Ring, nice. I've been playing the hell out of Elden Ring. I think I'm getting close to 100 hours on that game.
I will
There's
be
just
playing
so
Elden
much
Ring
to explore
soon.
and do. Huh?
I will be playing Elden Ring soon, but I'm going to be doing it in a very different way, Path.
Oh, which is?
I am designing, I'm designing that gamepad, and once I get a working prototype that the game will recognize, I will be playing Elden Ring with that gamepad and my mouse.
With a controller that you made.
Yep,
That'll be cool.
a prototype controller that I made at least. And I will probably suck at it, but I will be doing it with a desk cam so people can see me using it, and hopefully it'll get some interest in it, because I definitely will be needing some help developing this idea further, because the final project is a accessibility controller for people who have limited limb use ultimately. So my Elden Ring run will be a, hey, look what I'm doing. Let's prototype this.
For publicity, you should send one of them to Ricky Berwick.
Oh yeah?
Might work.
Might?
You know, so yeah, Pathweave, I have a thing set up on my Discord where, you know, people I'm familiar with can just drop in and chat with me during a stream. Not just any old random person, but people that I've, you know, vetted, you know.
I will say watching Kai try to play Elden Ring on a dance pad would be absolutely hilarious.
I mean, I won't say that it's exactly the opposite of a DDR pad. It's not going to be, like, that kind of challenge run, but because it's brand new, and it is absolutely an alternate controller, I suspect it's going to have a difficulty / learning curve that is essentially straight up.
Probably.
So, yeah. That's gonna be a thing.
It will. It'll be pretty cool, though. And actually, you know what,
I hope
Pathweave,
so.
if you ever want to join the peanut gallery over here sometimes, let me know. You are welcome. Unlike these guys are not welcome. Get out of here.
I can throw him an invite if he wants.
Also,
I think I have the power.
I think you have majority of the admin powers on my Discord as well, actually. So
I do.
You could give him the appropriate Discord role as well. If you decide to take up the offer.
And now the Reapers are gunning for me. Now you gotta help me. You gotta help me. Seriously.
Would you at least like to get into the Adventurers Guild, even if you're not joining in the VC, or? Get you started.
I mean, he doesn't even really need an invite link, strictly speaking, because it should be there at the bottom of the stream anyway. It should be on Twitch. So it's just there for whenever he feels like it, if he's not in too many Discords already, because I know what that's like.
True, I just...
Grenaded!
I would ask.
Yeah.
Seeing as I have the ability to just poke. I don't see
Is he in there already?
the Discord.
Maybe?
I don't see him in the Discord.
Okay. Although, I mean, my Discord servers that I am in list just shrunk recently with the folding of artesian builds.
Damn crooks
Yeah,
are on the
rip.
run. Awesome. Keep it up, man.
Not that I was really
Crack some skulls.
using them, their Discord for anything, but I was in it, technically.
Good grief, that sounded violent.
Yeah.
You okay there?
Uh-huh.
Do you need some Kleenex? And not for your nose?
No.
Some guys in my squad got hurt fighting the Reapers. If you help them, I'll give you.
Did you see that?
Okay. No, I don't see a way to... I don't believe I have
Could
the
do
ability
what
to
this
add
guy
rolls.
wants. Get on
Okay.
his good side. Or maybe
The instant I
Unless
talked
I
to that
show
guy,
his
he fell over.
My guys
What?
are around the corner.
I don't
near
see the
station.
rolls thingy.
You might not have it then.
Yet I see it for snow.
I don't know.
That's freaking weird.
We'll figure it out. If you right-click on somebody's name, can you change their role? Or is that what you're saying that you don't see already?
I don't see it on Path, but I see it for snow.
The Reapers are coming
Oh.
after me. They want the
weird.
shards.
Oh, wait, Path is in there?
Well, he's in here now.
Oh, he just joined now, you mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. I don't know why that's not showing up. 1 second. Okay. There. I just did it myself. Okay. There you go, Path. You are now of the appropriate role, so you should see... I know you're not going to join in right now, but you should be able to see on the left there is a stream hangout voice chat. Anytime you feel like it, you can pop in there. If there's a call going on there, then that means I'm streaming and you're welcome to hop in.
English is tough. Wads are hard.
Oh my god.
Wads are also crad sometimes as well. Yeah, of course I trust you, Bath. You're a good boy.
Truth. Your brain definitely needs nutrients.
Mhm.
You can always tell when Path is tired and his brain needs nutrients. His
Yeah.
hair is like half as bright as it normally is. It's his health indicator.
His hair needs recharging, yeah. That makes sense.
I used to know a streamer that anytime he'd have to like re-dye his hair or whatever, he'd be like, "Oh, it's getting a little faded. You gotta replenish with Mountain Dew because his hair was green."
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Funny.
oh my gosh. I look back at it now, it's like I don't know why I even thought I could freaking stand you, but that's the point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to vet people first. That's why I've got it set up by the role. So anybody who's the blue role or higher, well, basically anybody who's not the default white role, will be able to see it, because I've got the voice chat set up so that the basic default white role on Discord can't even see it. Like they don't even know it exists by looking. You know, other than the fact that they might hear me say it right now, but if they're watching, but they can't see it, so they can't join it. But anybody with another role can see it and can join it. Basically, if you can see it, you're allowed in, is the rule.
Yep.
Because if you're not allowed in, you won't be able to see it.
Basically
but,
the same vetting process I have for my whole Discord.
Yeah. So, if it's somebody that I feel like I can trust to behave themselves and not be a random troll or asshat or something, then I give them the appropriate role. And there you go.
Yeah. I know that feel, Path. I do.
Within the next 3 to 4 days.
I don't
feel
have a
bad
huge
about it.
You updated on their progress.
I don't have a huge number of roles set up, but I've got trusted people's role. I've got Patreon members role, mods, and that's basically about it. And of course myself, because that's just how you do Discord. You know, there's always a unique role for the owner of the server, because that's the person who has access to everything. Although my mods have access to almost everything. Like, damn near everything. In fact, I can't even remember which things you guys don't have access to. It's very little.
Hello, terrorist. My brothers and I have arranged a little party.
There's so many different ways to manage it, and none of them are, no really wrong way to do it, other than to just not, you know?
Sorry, let me just actually double check what he said about the collab there. Someone in the room was trolling them as we were collabing and asking stuff like... Yeah, sometimes if you get a viewer asking weird questions like that in chat, you gotta just ignore them.
Yeah.
I don't allow that on stream. I have a few people that'll use it when I'm not streaming it. It's like, I try not to police people when I'm not streaming, but we do have the basic rules that it's like, you know, if somebody asks you to stop, please respect that.
Yeah.
But I don't police it as hard when I'm not streaming, because I don't want to feel, I don't want people to feel like they're being singled out for anything.
Think about it.
However, if somebody uses like a racial slur, I don't even ask twice. It's like, no, get the fuck out of here. I don't need your shit.
Oh, that's an instant ban.
Yeah, or like anything sexist or phobic. No, get the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, of course, obviously with context, if they're referring to something that happened with somebody else and they're not really the one slinging it themselves, obviously that'll be different. But
right,
if it's somebody that's slinging it as an insult, themselves, then I'm not even going to talk to them about it. They're just gone, no explanation. Like,
right, I don't
need
don't
to
have a
treat that gently.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have a problem with somebody using a word for context, like this person said this. But again, that's context and nuance. That's those are things.
Rare beasts in current year.
Yes, and things that don't have any place on Twitch. That's stuff that's off Twitch stuff.
Yeah. Not sure if I can get this guy through the fence. This is a dangerous maneuver I'm pulling here, but I had to take the risk. The risk that they might explode the thing while climbing on it. But I had to get around. One person left. Take that.
Ouch.
Hmm?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Hey, no problem at all, Path. Like,
Yeah.
these topics like that happen between streamers, you know? It's like, because we understand the pain. We understand the struggle.
Yep. Nothing wrong with talking a little shop.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Alright.
And there's a secret list, well, semi-secret list between Krendar and I of, you know, those who we know we can trust universally and those we know we can't. So,
I mean, I think all streamer friends have that, right?
oh, definitely. There's it's just one of those things. It's so you came pre-vetted.
Well, yeah, I mean, whenever I raid a Path stream, it's always incredibly chill and friendly, so I think I have a measure of what Path is like as a person, and I approve.
Right.
Anyways, the premise of inFamous. We are in... Here, I don't know how... Okay, I can't zoom out any farther than this, but I'm in this city, which is basically 3 linked islands. Connected to a mainland by a bridge here. Some sort of weird bomb went off at the beginning of the game. And so the place is basically in quarantine because there's a bunch of weird shit happening here. Because a bunch of people suddenly have superpowers after this strange electric bomb thing went off. And I am one of them, which is why I'm throwing lightning around. And basically, people are trying to survive, weird shit's going on, we're trying to figure out how to help people and how to fix the situation. That's the basic premise.
The biggest issue that people are suffering from is funny run cycles.
That is one of the
it's a
biggest
serious
problems.
illness.
Electricity was restored to large sections of Empire City today as the U.S. Army Corps of
Also, another
Engineers
weird
worked
link to the whole
around
thing
the
is
repairing damaged
our character was working as a courier, and we were delivering a package when the bomb went off. And as it turns out, our package was the bomb.
Oof.
And so a lot of people are accusing us of being a terrorist because of that. But, you know, I'm a courier. I didn't know what the hell was in that package. It's not my business.
Yeah.
No,
Just deliver the damn thing.
That big thing with couriers. Like, I've done a little bit of courier work, and we have no right to know what's in that package. Our job is to get it from point A to point B as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that would be a breach of privacy.
Now, I will say if somebody specifically tells me that it is best to not ask what's in the box.
That's real sus.
That's sus, and I did not deliver any packages like that, so...
Yeah. Also, another little interesting wrinkle... Sorry, another interesting wrinkle to the story is that apparently we found out a little bit later from those other facts that the person who set up the job to have this particular package delivered, for some reason, insisted that it be specifically this guy who delivers it. Nobody else.
Yeah, that'd be way suspicious.
Yeah. That was a real weird thing. Of course, I have to make sure I'm being vague because I've beat the game before. I know why. I'm not saying until we find out in the gameplay. But that is a weird thing. Why the hell would he? Why would this person care?
Yeah,
Well, just to add to that thought, we discovered that it wasn't just any old bomb. It was some weird invention that this weird secret society was making called a ray sphere, which is designed to drain some of the bioelectric energy out of people and concentrate it into a single person. And we have electrical powers now after being at the epicenter of that blast of delivering the ray sphere and having it go off. So maybe this person was trying to test it with us as the guinea pig? I don't know. They wanted us specifically to have it, and now we have powers. And one would have to imagine that they expected that to be the result.
Continued as FEMA
right?
delivered several tons of food, medicine, and
okay, I want to do this mission up here first. I want to have all the side quests done before we do the main quest. Although I think I can still go back. I just feel like doing it this way. Yeah, also the joke with inFamous and the fact that the F is the capital letter rather than the I is because there's an alignment system in the game. And instead of calling it good and evil, they call it, well, they call it good and evil on this screen, but yeah, they call it hero and infamous at the maximum level of reputation. So if you get to maximum evil, you are referred to as infamous. If you get to maximum good, you're called hero. But I think they also wanted to put a famous pun in there as well, it seems like.
That would be on brand.
Yeah. Also, there's 3 of these games, which is why it's going to be a franchise playthrough. This is the first one. In the second game, we're going to play this character again, but in a different city. And in the third character, it's, I think, a decade or something later, and we're playing somebody else in a different place.
I had a clinic over there by the fountain, but the Reapers destroyed it. You've got to do something about them.
Excuse me, do not shoot you while I'm hydrating. Thank you. So, Path, how are you enjoying Elden Ring, and what kind of build are you playing? Like, even if it's not necessarily something you planned out from the beginning, but just like, what kind of weapons and abilities are you going for? What kind of stats are you focusing on? You've gone through 3? Technically, I have 2, but the first one I only played for one stream. So I haven't played my sorcerer much. But I've been playing a prophet a lot. I'm doing a sort of paladin build. Like, I picked prophet as my starting class. But I'm taking a lot of strength and armor and stuff as well. Fighting with a greatsword. Okay.
Not sure what build I'm going to start off with.
You've never played a Souls game, right, Kai?
Never. I've watched enough of them to know the theory behind it, but I've never actually played one.
You may not want to choose a sorcerer, at least at first, because they're a little harder to play. At least until you get the hang of how the game plays, anyway. I would recommend something with high health and good armor. Also, try not to generalize too much, because the wider you have to spread your stats out, the weaker you're going to be, you know? So pick something and go heavy with it. lean hard into whatever you're doing.
Spec and spec hard. Gotcha.
Yeah, at least for your first time. Like, you can do more of a hybrid thing once you've gotten used to things, but I just feel like
Especially seeing as
certain things are harder.
I'm going to be learning how to use a new controller.
That too.
Of all the games to choose, it's the game where, you know, battle-hardened Dark Souls players are saying that this is just rough. This game is hard.
It is, but I've discovered kind of why in a lot of ways. There's ways around that have to do with the changes of the game. I'll explain once Zeke's done here.
Market for my batteries is going to be zilch. Nobody likes a show-off, Cole.
But yeah, so because of the fact that it's an open world game, which the other games weren't, they can give you some harder fights, because if something's too hard for you, you can always just shrug and go somewhere else and get stronger and come back later, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you can get stronger in multiple ways. You can, earn points and level up. You can find better armor or weapons. You can find materials needed to take the weapons you already have and upgrade them. You can find new spells. Like, there's a lot of things you can do to make yourself stronger. There's also summoning that you can do, not just of other players, but also there's a spirit summoning system in the game where you spend mana and ghost minions show up and help you fight. And you can find better ones of those, and that can help you. So, like, there's a lot of ways to deal with something being too tough for you.
The only reason I would argue with that, Burnswell, is because, sure, they have, 100 times worth of play on the other games, but it's not so different that that's not going to cross over into this game.
Well, having Souls experience will absolutely help you in Elden Ring. It is 100% a Souls game.
Yeah, so I don't think that... I don't think it's applicable to say that the only reason it's harder is because they haven't played it 100 times.
I mean, playing it 100 times first will definitely help. Like,
I mean, that's
feel like,
true with anything. But...
something that was hitting me a little bit at the beginning as well is I feel like the timing for dodging attacks is a little bit different from Dark Souls, but like just by like a split second. Like, it's just a teeny bit different, and it takes a little time to get used to that. But once you do, it's just like playing Dark Souls again. Except that you can jump and sneak, which you can't do in Dark Souls, and you have a horse.
Because I also sort of look at it like this bit too. Like, Ricky, who's really damn good at Dark Souls, has beaten Dark Souls on numerous difficult pads, DDR pads, Guitar Hero pads, a fucking actual DJ turntable. Contemplated playing it with a pizza. Is sitting at, last I saw, almost 400 deaths on Elden Ring.
I'm probably approaching that.
Like,
I've died a lot of times, but it's okay.
Right, but like the difficulty curve appears to be pretty significant between the other Souls games.
Yeah. But like I said, because you can veer off and do other things as well, like, the game doesn't force you down a central corridor the way Dark Souls does. So in Dark Souls, they have to be aware of, like, okay, you're supposed to be fighting this at this time, so it has to be roughly this strong so that the player can handle it. This game doesn't have to do that. And like I've described earlier, the different ways you can go and get stronger. There was one boss relatively... if you're trying to follow the main path, like, really strictly, you can come up against this boss in the first few hours of playing, and it'll be incredibly difficult. And I had a really hard time with it. I left and came back like 20 hours of gameplay later, crushed him. Like, it still took some effort, but it was not a struggle anymore. You could play this game for 100 hours and barely touch the main quest line. Like, you can just Elder Scrolls all over the place. There's so much you can do.
that's a
Not
possibility
looking
too,
good,
Pat.
Moya. Sick people all over the place. And the water in the fountain is black.
Alright, get over there. We need to find a way to stop this.
Yeah, exactly that, Pathweave. I think actually that's a trap for some people. Like, if you're really used to the Dark Souls mentality of, okay, I came up against a tough boss, I have to beat this to continue. Like, I came across a boss, therefore I'm supposed to fight the boss now. Is a mentality some people get trapped in, and you can't do that. You can't be like that.
I have noticed that Ricky has gotten hit by that a couple times.
Breathe.
So I can guarantee that he's fallen into that trap. But again, like, that's the formula. But suddenly it's not linear, it's open world. So there is... when open world games first started getting really big, really popular outside of, you know, Elder Scrolls, people did Elder Scrolls the same way. They tried to play it like a linear game when it wasn't, and they would get completely destroyed.
You want to help? Fine. You can start by closing that valve over there.
Also, I don't know what's going on here, but I did this quest yesterday and they're making me do it again.
Oops.
Maybe it was technically still ongoing when I quit out of the game, but I thought it was done. I don't know.
Oh, it's all over your eyes.
Wake up.
I need to get a solvent out of my car.
Also, Path, I can understand the mentality of not wanting to use, like, summons to help with the boss fight or whatever. Like, when I play Dark Souls, I don't like summoning NPCs or players to help me fight bosses. It feels a little bit like cheating, because it makes it too easy a lot of the time. But there are some things in Elden Ring that are so tough that you kinda have to. Unless you're really, really proud and stubborn and just refuse to. In which case, you might be able to bully your way through it eventually, but that's not me.
You are not real.
Like, if something is difficult to the point of pissing me off, then I'm gonna take the help I can get.
Thanks.
But I'll try
That's
first.
the only time I'm helping you, Cole. If you get that stuff on you again, you're just gonna have to wait for it to wear off.
When I played Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 the first time, I was streaming it, and there were two bosses I could not beat without help. I can now, but I couldn't my first time through. But the spirit summon thing in Elden Ring is definitely very different. They got a unique, special one in the game. Like there's some special, uniquely named people. Because some summons are just like, oh, here, have some skeleton warriors, have some bandits, have a flying jellyfish. But some of them are like, here, have this specific knight with his own name to help you out. Like, summon the ghost of this dead champion, and he'll help you out. And they're stronger, of course, as you'd expect. I have one that I actually had to spend, I think, 4 or 5 of my level ups increasing my mind stat because I didn't have enough mana to summon him until I did. He's a pricey boy.
I'm gonna be there for the story. I want to enjoy the story of the game. I do hope that it doesn't come off as I'm going for bragging rights playing with an off-standard controller. I literally just want to show the technology that I'm trying to
She was just developing this thing anyway.
Right?
And wanted to test. This is a good time to test it out.
And if I can play it as somebody who is, 95% able in my hands, then here's hoping that I can design something that is going to be effective for somebody who only has access to one hand, or partial access to one hand.
So much emotion.
That's the hope.
Would know where to go.
One thing that I think would be nice, though, like Souls games are infamous for not having like difficulty options in their menus. One thing I think would be nice, because Souls games have this one mechanic. Anybody who's seen them will know about this, but they have this one mechanic where if you die, you drop your, let's call it XP, on the ground, and then you have to go back to recover it. And if you die on the way back without recovering it, it's gone forever. I think it would be nice if that could be toggled off. I would like to play it without that aspect. Because it's just kind of a stress mechanic sometimes.
Fair.
Yeah.
But there are ways to manage
I
it.
see that.
There are ways that you can... There are things in the game that prevent that from happening. Or you can just be careful. Like one tactic I do, if I'm going to go in and I know I'm about to fight a boss I've never fought before, or a boss that I have fought before and found to be difficult, I will make sure I spend all my points before I go back in there, so that if I'm having trouble and I need to abort, I can just leave and not lose everything because I went in there without having anything. But actually, I found a really great thing at one point. There's one item you can get and equip called a sacrificial twig, where if you die while this thing is equipped, it will break and you will lose it. But then you will respawn and still have all your runes, which is the name for the XP. So you don't lose your runes when you die, but you lose the twig instead, because that's why it's a sacrifice. Really nice thing I found, though. There's this item you can get called a Flask of Wondrous Physic, which is a weird potion that you can actually mix and match effects in. You'll find things throughout the game that can be equipped to your flask that make it do different things. And I found one thing that does is makes it like the twig. Like, you drink the flask and you get a temporary buff that lasts, I think, maybe about a minute. If you die while that buff is active, you keep your runes when you die. So it's a thing I can only do it once between resting, because that's how the flask works, but I basically have a sacrificial twig that I can get that comes back when I rest. As long as I just have to be careful about when I use it. But that's a really useful effect.
If I turn that valve, I'll take another blast of crud to the face.
I just found it fairly recently.
On another mind trip.
So I was already like,
force this guy to do
I think
it for me.
I think this character was maybe 40 or 50 hours of gameplay in before I found that. It's going to be a while before anybody finds that, but it exists. And it's pretty cool. So that's another way to manage difficulty in the game. Like, there's ways around things. I think that's why they put in the spirit summons as well. Because they're like, alright, here's some bosses that are really hard. You can summon these things to help you. Or you can go proud mode and try to do it yourself without the help. Whatever you prefer, man. You know, you do you. I tend to only use it for like the real big nasties, but I'll use it when I gotta. A lot of options, a lot of ways to do things. It's pretty cool. Also, actually, there was one problem I had with some of the options in Dark Souls 3 that's not a problem here anymore. There were some... Generally, like, the light, fast weapons in Dark Souls tended to break easily, because weapons and armor would have condition points. Like, they could be broken. And so light, fast weapons like daggers or katanas tended to break easily because they didn't have a lot of condition points, and they didn't do huge damage per hit. So the idea was that you're supposed to spam attacks quickly, right? Which made their condition go down faster, and they didn't have a very high maximum to begin with. So I didn't tend to use those. But Elden Ring took away the condition and breaking system. Things don't have condition points anymore, they won't break. So, use whatever you like. One of the characters I've been playing is a katana specialist. Or at least, that's what I've been using so far. I've actually got, one of them is modified with the keen weapon property, and one of them is modified with blood, which means the keen one, the effects of my dexterity score on how much damage I do have been strengthened on that sword. And the other one is more likely to cause a bleed effect on enemies, which is basically bonus damage you get after hitting them a certain number of times. There's a meter that builds up, and when the meter fills up, they take a big chunk of damage all of a sudden. Pretty handy on bosses and things that are going to take a lot of hits. So my main hand katana is keen, and then when I'm fighting something where I feel like I don't need my shield, but my like maybe a slow opponent that I can get some slower attacks in on,
Okay.
I'll take my shield off and switch to dual wielding and get more bleed on them.
Down here.
That's probably the source of the plague. Destroy it.
What'd you say, Kai? I thought Kai just said something.
Yeah, she said she'd be right back.
Okay. Yeah. Still supposed to smash this more?
What the hell is that stuff?
Some kind of mind control agent. It appears to be organic, but I don't know how they're producing it.
Yeah, well, sure did a number on me. I'm heading back to Zeke's. My head is killing me.
Got a side quest over here, though. We'll do that first. As far from my memory, I think I'm getting close to being done with this district, so I want to scoop everything up first. I'm hoping to try out actually a poison thing with the character as well, because poison can be even better than bleed if you're fighting a long, durable boss, but I haven't found anything that'll let me put poison on weapons permanently yet. It probably exists, I just haven't found it.
I think I saw one of those Reaper trucks over there. You should go destroy it.
If I feel like it. And I do. Zapped! A lot. Is that a rocket? Did somebody just shoot a rocket at me? And miss, luckily? Ow, my face. I got shotted. Excuse me as I chase down this truck on foot. Man, that's a sturdy truck. Yeah, that guy's got a rocket launcher. Heck. He hecked me with it. I'm dead. I'm super low on health and I just got flanked. Alright. Out of here. Whew. Intense fights in this one. You know what? Maybe I can cut them off. Rather than just following them. I did. I think after this quest we might have a break.
Okie dokie.
It's good time for. Yeah, get it. Get him.
Head back.
Ah, welcome back.
Those.
I'm fighting a truck, in theory. Before I catch up with the damn thing. Get rid of this guy. Man, I can't wait till I get my lightning rockets. That'll be cool.
Oh.
Well, I got lightning grenades right now. I can get an actual rocket launcher version of it later. I think there's a sniper shot one too, if I remember correctly. I think. Oh, there's In Goth We Trust again.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah, take that truck. What a jerk, that truck. Meow. Of course, I'm gonna be dead now. Yeah.
Acquired numbs.
Oh? Rolls of the pizza
Yeah, I
variety.
got my color back.
Ah.
You got what?
Rolls of the pizza variety.
Oh. Neat. So you remember a while back I was trying out that one Greek recipe? Back when we were playing Star Wars? But it called for bucatini pasta, which I couldn't find at my store. I found it at the store now. They have it now.
Awesome.
So I decided to try the recipe again, but with the proper pasta in it. Actually, it's a really good pasta type. It's very nice. Kind of like spaghetti, but a little bit weird. It's like thicker spaghetti with a hole down the middle for some reason.
Ah.
It's smaller than penne. Bucatini.
I could see using that for something.
I can see using it in place of spaghetti.
Yeah, I could too. What was
If you
that
got
thing
it,
that was said
available.
earlier on my stream? trying to remember.
Yeah, I'll buy that. All right, time for a quick pee break. Be right back. All right. All right, back to it. Break complete. Do we have any shards hiding over here? No, alright. Probably got those ones already.
Show me where it hurts.
So, have you ever made spaghetti with linguine noodles?
No, I have not. Hello, Larson. Why are you still awake? I don't know.
It's pretty good, actually. But earlier in my stream, apparently we were talking about a dictator by the name of Benito Mussolini. And I said I hate it because if you use linguine to make spaghetti, then what you've made here is, because bonito is fish flakes, you have just made moose knuckle spaghetti. Congratulations.
Weird.
We're having a hell of a time bringing down a Reaper conduit. Can you capture him for us? We need him alive.
Yeah, buddy. I can do that for you. Maybe. Whoa. Not if everything keeps exploding, though. Or if I get a car thrown on me. That will also hinder my ability to arrest people. Ah, rockets. I did not need rockets added to everything else. Hey, buddy. You're not the guy I need to bring in alive. Bad news for you. Oops. Ah, man. You civilians need to get the hell off the streets right now. Jeez. Stop wandering around in the middle of a firefight. Rude. First of all, rude. Second of all, rude. What'd you make on Lost Ark there, Larson?
One of my boys says he's never seen the streets so safe, even before the blast. Man, wish I was out there with you. You gotta get that race fear for me.
What are you doing?
A shadow hunter transformed into a demon? Crazy. Alright, I guess
That's very Larson.
Large-scale relief efforts across Empire City continued as FEMA delivered several tons of food, medicine, and other essential supplies
And
into
Bard?
Archer Square. Officials tell USTV that relief efforts will...
I like the opposites. Demon or bard?
Why not both?
Guess you can't. That's why.
Says who?
Says Lost Ark.
Axe.
What?
I say hacks.
Oh, I thought you said axe, and I was like, what? Why? Ooh, there's a shark over there. Although I do like the idea of a bard with an axe in D&D and such. I've mentioned my barbarian D&D character before, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty fun. Absolute glass cannon. My armor class wasn't great. I didn't have all that many hit points, but I could kill some people. Well, the funny thing is I ended up wielding a glaive rather than an axe. But that's just because we found a cool magic glaive. And it was effective. Also, reach weapons are nasty. Isn't that just brutal legend? Yeah? More or less. Still, I just enjoy the idea of playing a bard who does not do, like... He doesn't do healing, doesn't do character support, or like ally support. He doesn't do... Technically, he had one social skill, but it was intimidation. But what he did do is use his magic for, like, combat tactical situations, like grease and web spells and battle shout stuff. I like spells that do sonic damage. There's something fun about a bard who screams people to death. Just an angry orc just going, ah! Like yelling at you so hard that your bones will shatter in your body. That is entertaining. Glaive is an axe with intimacy issues. I like the joke, but it's really more of a sword with intimacy issues. But, you know, there are other polearms that are like that, but more like an axe. Like a halberd. Or as some people say, halbered. Because they don't know how to speak.
Halbred.
Halbred is good, too.
Halbred. It can't do it. Sorry, Dave.
I don't know who you are, Dave, but we apologize.
I do hope that my reference was gotten.
Not by me.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Oh, okay. Yes. I was trying to connect it to bread somehow.
Halbred.
Oh, okay.
It's bread that can't do it. Sorry, Dave.
See, when you said that, I was thinking I misheard you, and you said how bread. Like, I can't do it. How do I bread? An angry punk rock bard could be fun to play. Oh, imagine, all right, D&D party. They're an angry punk band, and they're all multi-class characters of bard mixed with something else. There's like a bard slash barbarian, a bard slash ranger, a bard slash fighter. Maybe a really angry bard paladin or something. I don't know. Because, you know, some paladins are very much about the retribution rather than the protection, right?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, one of the only very few good things I'll ever say about 4th edition is that they had some subtypes of paladin with different, vastly different specializations like that. Off my roof! Bye!
Okay, I am back.
Hello.
Yay.
Alright, let's see.
Don't worry, y'all, the party's here. I don't know.
Sweet. Party! There we go. Shortcut home.
Woo!
You can't turn that ray sphere over to the feds, man.
Do I have a choice?
Man alive, do you know what they'll do with something like that? Especially if the Pentagon is wrapped up in all this. It's an ultimate weapon.
And what's your suggestion, Jedediah? We hide it under your couch?
Only my mama calls me Jedediah. That's not important right now. Listen, I say we crack that baby open and give everyone powers. It's the only way to make sure we don't get screwed.
That's real dangerous.
I think we're already screwed.
They seriously need to start bringing that name back. That sounds awesome.
It's a great name. Every man is guilty of all the good he did not do.
I flagged the position of the next substation in your GPS goal.
Shouldn't I be hunting for John in the ray sphere?
You need to look at the big picture. Every time you restore electricity to a section of the city, your powers escalate. I'd say that's a valuable use of your time. I'll be in touch once you get the substation back online.
You know, I've got mixed feelings about the whole give everybody powers thing. Because on the one hand, power to the people, roughly equal footing, etc. On the other hand, what would happen if we just, like, opened up a crate of rifles and was alright, free rifles for everybody in the city? Like, some people would go a little psycho with those things.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like everybody in the entire city having superpowers means that you're going to end up with more Magnetos as well as more X-Men. But maybe it would balance out? I don't know. It's risky. But also fair? I don't know. I have feelings about it and I can't identify them properly.
I think they also kind of go way back. A cartoon called Static Shock. They actually touched on that sort of dealio.
Oh, that was another Lightning Hero character, right?
Yes.
I've never actually read any of his stories, but I've heard of them. I think I've seen pictures of him once or twice.
They were not afraid. They were not afraid to touch on certain subjects in that show, like at all.
That's good. Also, a detail I just noticed. Nice attention to detail in this game. If I go to a section of the city where the power grid's not working, everything's darker, and like it's not just necessarily just because the street lights aren't on and stuff, but it just feels like Cole's perception of the world has dimmed because he's in a electrical dead zone, and he's Electric Man. So it's like messing with him to not have electricity around him. That's a cool detail. Yeah, no, I like the idea that that sounds like a good comic, actually. I like that idea.
Comic, also cartoon. They had it running on TV for a bit. It was like afternoon, then they changed it to like early morning, and I guess either it ended or whatever the heck, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it until maybe a year ago.
I mean, I greatly enjoyed it when it was being shown and stuff.
Sewer time. Oh, if they'll let me in. For Christ's sake. I'll just dance around this a few times. Ugh, alright.
Hey Moya, I'm down in the sewer. Should have the power back on in no time.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Ah, here's this one. I was wondering when I was going to get this one. A lot of games have these wire grinding, sliding around on rails and stuff, but it doesn't usually make sense. It does in this game, though.
Hey.
You been paying attention to that TV jacker? He used to think he was pretty righteous, but now he spends half his time trashing you. Makes me think you should pay him a visit.
Believe me, I'd love to. No idea where he's hiding, though.
Probably holed up in the old TV station over in the historic district. You find him, you give him a taste of the good stuff. He's got to learn not to run his mouth all the time.
Give him a taste of the good stuff. Oh look, somebody's hanging out in the water. That's a mistake. The lingerie contest it had with Prototype at Yahtzee's bequest. Well, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Larson. I'm afraid to ask.
I don't know.
Although this game did come out around the same time as Prototype, and they're both superhero games. One of them on Xbox, one of them on Sony. So they did kind of have a rivalry going on. I don't know what this thing about lingerie is, though. I'm sure there's a lot of people who would have liked to see Cole McGrath wearing some lacy unmentionables, though.
A lacy banana hammock.
Something like that. Or maybe just so you know, lacy crotchless panties. Let it flop out.
Oh jeez.
Not me, but...
Yeah, I know who Yahtzee is in Zero Punctuation. I just don't think I saw the particular video you're talking about, Larson. I love me some Yahtzee, though. Yutzie's my boy.
He's definitely
Stop shooting me. Yeah, he's hilarious. You ever read? Any of you guys ever read any of his novels? Turns out he's a pretty good author. His sense of humor translates into novel format quite well, actually. I think my favorite one... shoot. I think he's written 4 now. One of my favorites being a book called Jam. You know how there's horror movies about, like, the blob that ate New York or whatever, right? Giant slime that eats a city. Imagine that, but it's not sentient. Like, it just sits in place. It doesn't really move around. And it's made of strawberry jam. And that's that book. That was a weird story.
But why?
If you get too close to it, it tries to grab you, but otherwise it just lays there. And dissolves everything. He also had a book... Oh, shit. Let me look at what his other one was. He did one recently that was kind of Lovecrafty-ish. What was it? Oh yeah, Differently Morphous. So imagine a modern day world where suddenly a bunch of Shoggoths from Lovecraft show up in our world, but they're friendly and they join society, and the social justice warriors are sticking up for them. Actually, I shouldn't say social justice warriors because it's actually a good thing, but I'm just saying, like, with our current year level of social awareness and sensitivity to things, but mixed with Shoggoths. So some people are calling them Shoggies as a slang, and other people are like, don't call them that, that's insensitive. It's a very silly book. And now there's like a new branch of the government dedicated to investigating magical occurrences and like the paranormal detective department kind of thing. That's a really good book. So I think that's why they call it Differently Morphous, is like, just because they're not humans doesn't mean they're not people.
When you're ready, I've got a couple of things I'd like you to look into.
You know.
One of them might lead us to John.
Slimes aren't monsters, they're just differently morphous.
Here! No, hey, over here!
What?
Will you stop these muggings?
That's a wall, lady. What the hell are you talking about? God damn it.
Some deranged maniacs are busting up my clinic. Can you deal with them? Please, you've got to chase them down and get my supplies back.
Oh my god. What the hell? I'm just looking at this link. What is it, like Mardi Gras / Vegas performer Cole McGrath? Oh my god, that is fabulous. That's funny. Oh, there's a sequel to Differently Morphous now? Oh, I need to read that. Yeah, that was a great story. Good characters. Highly recommend it to anybody who hasn't read it yet. But it'll be a while before I get there because I'm still working on my way through the Rothfuss universe. The Rothverse, if you will. He does his novels as audiobooks first and reads them himself? That's cool. Does Rothfuss do that? He should. I think we might have talked about that before. Are there audiobooks of Name of the Wind narrated by Rothfuss?
Oh, yeah. Not the Name of the Wind is not narrated by Rothfuss.
That's a shame.
The Wise Man's Fear is not narrated by Rothfuss, but he did personally narrate Slow Regard.
Ah.
1 out of 3.
Well, he said in one of his streams the only reason he agreed to do it on that one is because there is a poetry to that book that it borders on slam poetry, and rhythm is very important to the experience he was trying to give. And I can totally see that.
Fair enough there.
It's
can save a lot of lives with
it's a
supplies.
different kind of book. It is such a different kind of book. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I expect to as well.
Just came back from Pier 19. It looks like the feds are tighten the screws.
He has said repeatedly that it's not for everyone. In fact, it almost didn't get published. Because he wasn't sure he wanted to publish it, even though his publisher loved it. He said, but there's going to be people, you know, that this isn't for everybody. There are going to be people who don't like this. And his publisher said, and what about me? Fuck them. I want to read it.
See, that's the sort of attitude you should get for anybody publishing Rothfuss.
Mm-hmm. And ultimately, he decided to publish it. If for nobody else, then for her, because it was the story that she wanted to read.
Awesome. All right, 1 second. Let's get a little story here for a second.
Audio recording of Kessler follows.
Test subject number 345A is exhibiting remarkable signs of progress.
Even sounds like a supervillain.
The pituitary region of the brain has grown by 39%, and small muscle regeneration is nearly instantaneous. I do have some concerns with the lack of proper blood flow to the lower extremities. Oxygen absorption in those areas is off by 3.6%. A rather substantial decrease that could impact the subject's performance. We'll need to perform more tests.
You've got a copy and you haven't read it yet, Larson? I highly recommend that you get to doing that. I'm really enjoying it. He has a very different style of storytelling from most other people.
Yeah.
What were you going to say about that, Snow?
I was gonna say, definitely read it when you're like in your living quarters or something. Because if you're reading it out in public or whatever, you run the risk of just like busting out laughing and people thinking you're crazy. Or you could just look at them and just like stare them down and remove all doubt.
I was gonna say that's a good reason to read it in public. I mean, who
yeah,
gives a damn?
There are definitely parts where you will not see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
You simply will not see the punchline until it hits you, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
he has a way of non sequituring jokes, very deadpan. Sometimes.
And sometimes the joke won't become apparent that it was a joke until 3 chapters later.
Sometimes.
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Know what Larson said.
See, Pratchett seems to be ready for this, I think. Larson's prepared. So please stop shooting my ass, thank you.
Semi-prepared. It'll get you in the right direction.
Right, that's what I mean.
And sometimes the thing that'll have you laughing...
1 second. Sorry.
Background information. The origin of the first suns dates back to medieval Europe. Exact date unknown. Because they were viewed as witches or in league with the devil, they were forced to flee to the New World in the 17th century. Once settled in America, the group continued their meetings and experiments, focusing on telekinesis, precognition, and channeling. This is probably apocryphal, but current members claim responsibility for what happened in Salem in 1692 and 93, and use those events to validate their mentalist abilities.
Okay, you're saying?
Sometimes it's not even so much that it's a joke, it's just the situation is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If only because the main character is irritated at something, and it's just the most ridiculous thing.
Mm-hmm. He is an entertaining character, I have to say. I think he's hit that difficult to achieve line between Kvothe is somehow both a overpowered Mary Sue, but also somebody you can really relate to at the same time somehow.
I would say the thing that separates him from a Mary Sue is because, yeah, he's overpowered, but it's through sheer force of will, not because he's just rawly talented.
I'd say it's a mixture of both.
Also, Larson, before you read Red Seas Over Red Skies, make sure you read the first book.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy talk.
Which
what
is,
the fuck is with this ominous violin?
The Lies of Loch Lamora. I know this because I'm reading that series right now.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I think you will also enjoy it, Kryn.
Maybe.
I enjoy it. There are some similarities that you can pull between Loch Lamora and both, actually. As far as that sort of talented, to be sure, but still manages to find his ass in trouble.
No, yeah, that's definitely a similarity, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm maybe 80% done so far. So it's been pretty good.
Like that's not even like a spoiler of the character. That is right in. It's right part of the character. Yeah, it's probably one of the most well-known parts of the front side cover of the book. It's.
Mm-hmm.
Off my roof, bitch.
And they both have that little bit of like twisted humor that you'll be reading that and just kind of just shake your head a bit.
So how far through are you, Snow?
I haven't gotten a chance to read more on it yet. I planned on doing that a bit tomorrow.
I don't remember how far you were, though.
Is there one or two words you can use to signal where you are? That will be vague for people who...
Right, that's basically
haven't read it yet.
Oh, the storyteller writing. Still.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I have a name that I can say that will tell Kai exactly where I am in the book. Kethsalan.
Oh. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pinpoints the point in the story exactly.
Yep, it does.
Good name, also.
It is, yes. You can tell that he spent a lot of time on the names.
Including both translations of what the name means.
Mm-hmm. I have not, Larson.
Okay. Oh, there's a bunch of them over there now. Okay. I don't remember what these red dots mean. Oh, medical clinics. Okay. I don't know why they're marking them out for me, though. Oh, now that I have the rail grindy power, I can do this. Whee!
Basically, you know, human railgun.
Yep. Who needs a fast travel mechanic when I am fast travel? But now that I've restored power to this section of the city, I have to make sure I don't actually get run over by a potentially functioning car or a train. I don't think this one's functional, but there are points in the game where there are some. Alright.
Was that question to me, Snow?
I hope so, because I'm not in book 2 yet.
Oh, no. She's talking about Red Seas over Red Skies.
The Reapers are moving one of their trucks near here. It's
I'm definitely not there either.
right now.
Oh no, I gotta do a truck mission.
I know what I fucking meant. I can't wait to find out how that unfolds, because that raises questions, is what that do.
Matey, get the fuck out of there. Oh, there's a firefight, and I'll just stand here and watch. Fucking moron. There. Kick him in the nerds. Yeah, Kai, let me know when you're gonna start up on Elden Ring there, and I can give you a few newbie pointers.
Alrighty. Even though you'll be asleep when I start.
Well, I mean, I don't mean like the exact minute you do it, I mean like a day or two ahead of time. Just basic stuff like pay attention to the stats on weapons, because they will scale with the damage will scale based on certain stats you have, and the stat screen will tell you what they are. So you can kind of aim for what types of weapons you want to have. To make sure you're not equipping a weapon that your stats are terrible at without realizing it, kind of thing.
That makes sense.
Because that happens with a lot of first-time players, you know. You don't know what's going on. You don't know why your weapon's not doing well. I've been enjoying great swords a lot, personally. The game's good at doing, like, if your weapon's big and slow, it'll usually have good reach and do really good damage, but also stagger enemies. So it's like, I might not be able to, like, Ginsu people with a fast, swingy weapon, but my greatsword smashes into them hard enough that they stagger and I can get the second hit in, because they're still reeling from the first one. I quite enjoy. $2,900. No, wait, what? I must have bought something else. I thought I had more XP than that.
Sorry, I had to type out my question and everything because I had to run to the bathroom. So I could hear y'all, I just couldn't.
Ah.
Well, I could talk, but yeah, let's not. Okay.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah, absolutely. Nobody needs all those extra supplemental noises, right?
I don't know, your viewership could have skyrocketed from it.
Oh my gosh.
Worst thing is she's not wrong.
Something's decaying.
But maybe let's not have that be the focus of the channel.
Oh, let's not.
Who said make it a focus? Just make it a side gig.
You're not helping.
The focus is the game. The side hustle is snow pissing.
Nope, don't like that.
I don't either, but hey, I had to go with the joke, right?
Yep.
You're kidding. But I am glad you're enjoying it.
Oh, right, the book.
Yes.
I was going to say, I don't think I am enjoying the idea.
Sorry, brain.
Took me a second as well.
Gun on, but I am glad you're enjoying the book so far.
I am, yes.
Oh, we're over here now. Alright. The wrong kind of running conversation. Yep, absolutely. Still, it's a shame what happened to Plexstorm, though. We need more streaming of gaming while naked places. It was a good idea they had going on. It's just too bad it didn't work out.
There are supposedly alternatives, but I haven't looked, really.
Yeah. I don't think they were as well known as the part. But, still, I also love the creative stuff people were doing with it, like Tabletopless. Actually, it was a great combination. A D&D campaign called Tabletopless, and one of the players was, I'm assuming, a bondage-related elf, because her name was Spellbound, which is a great pun.
Nice.
Thanks for the info.
Ooh. Okay, next to the billboard. Okay. First, where's the thing? Over there. Also, it's kind of neat, the idea that he can sort of scan surface thoughts sometimes by like picking up on their brain electricity, I guess. It's kind of a neat idea. A non-traditional use of electric powers. Ow, rude. Excuse me, sir. Alright, I think that billboard over there is the only one I can see. So I think it's one of those balconies. Probably this one here. Oh? knows? Maybe on the side. There it is. Nice. Taking little bites out of the city there. Ow. Rude. Sir?
The Reapers are grabbing people in the
What happened to your
park.
face?
They're over there. Hurry!
Did somebody tar-spooge you too?
Maybe?
Also, not that I'm complaining, but these guys clearly don't understand how to use hostages. Oh, we're under attack. Let's just ignore these people and fight back. Rather than, you know, using the hostages as hostages. Certainly working out better for me this way, though. Hey. Rude. House of Leaves. I don't know that one either.
Now this is just ridiculous. You clean up a neighborhood and everybody takes to the streets a dancing and a strutting. I try and tell them I'm your right-hand man, but do they care? No. I gotta get me some powers, man.
Somebody's jealous. Also, hey guys, anybody feeling hungry for raisins right now? Because I'm not. This ad is creepy.
I could go for some raisins.
I mean, you could go for a particular raisin.
I like raisins. Raisins are one of my favorite fruits.
And podcast co-hosts. Oh, splash shard. Shardy shard. See? Told you. She's even sighing in remembrance.
No, I'm sighing just in general.
Still counts. No, I don't have to go up there. Although, is there anything higher up there? No. Can I ride the balls? No, I can't. Okay.
Please, sir, over here. Give it back.
No, shut up. You're never pointing out anything real. Just leave me alone. You're always like, help over here, and there's nothing going on. What is an ocatyon, Larson? You'll have to teach me your new language one of these days.
See that old train? The Reapers have some people locked up in it. Collateral to keep the people of the Neon in line. More importantly, there's a chance John is locked in there.
Me to bust them out?
No. You're in the heart of Reaper territory, and they'll kill anyone trying to escape. You need to move the train to a safe location.
How am I supposed to do that? Push?
You're a living third rail. Stay in contact with the lead car, and it should move.
She's got a point. Look at this doofus. Just like continually falling over. Cars. What? Oh. Didn't even see that. Get out of here.
Just stay calm in there. The train's stopping.
Reapers must have disengaged the low-voltage feeder box that's mounted under the tracks. Charge it until it's green across the board. That should get you moving again.
I'll go look for it. Got it.
Go down there and shoot the generic power button that you have to do sometimes in this game. Just because.
Ah, crap.
Oh, look, friends. And that one got ran over.
Oops.
Yeah, not a great choice on his part.
Nope, doesn't seem like it.
There's another box to do. Ah, camera went nuts for a second there.
Charge the feeder box, Cole. You don't have much time.
Shut up, I'm doing it already. Why don't you wait until I'm already doing it and then tell me to do it? Ugh. God, I want a divorce and we're not even married yet. Haha. Shot your rocket.
Good.
Oh dear.
Oh man. Of course, we can't just zip coast past these guys. You're gonna have to force me to get down here and fight them. I don't know who they were attacking right there, though. Alright, the boxy box. There it is.
Found it.
This is a interesting twist on the old escort mission, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're escorting a train by being the person that powers the train. Okay. Is there another box already? God damn it. Everything happened to keep blocking me from shooting that guy. You assumed I'd be done with the training mission by now, Larson? Boo! Boo, Larson, boo! Except not actually. That was a good pun.
You okay there, hon? Okay. You seem a bit out of it.
These things happen. Hey, it's a club bar.
You're almost there. I let everyone know that you're bringing in the train, and they'll be waiting at the station. Don't let them down.
Here we go.
Well, something happened. There was a lot of exploding, and I'm not sure why most of it happened.
Uh-oh. Whee!
Yeah. That's such a satisfying animation, though, when he pulls the power out of things. It's so good. I was hoping that grenade would sail past me to the ground, but it didn't. That's okay. It only exploded a little bit. Ladies.
Go sleep, Larson.
Good night, Larson.
I do like my buttons tickled.
Lewd.
It is very lewd.
What Larson said it would do. Not my fault. He's the one trying to tickle my buttons with a book.
Hey, with the right kind of girl, that works. Let's get the explosives off the track as well, shall we? Actually, I don't know what's going to happen with these things. Guess we'll find out. Maybe we'll have to smash our way through that.
I suspect it won't be that big of a deal seeing as they're on different tracks.
Not all of them, though. The first couple are. But there's some later that were not, I think. If I'm remembering correctly. Oh, no, they're all on the other track. Okay. I thought there was one at the end that wasn't, but I was wrong.
You're almost to the station.
No, you're almost to the station.
The crowd was surprised to see the terrorists roll up and free their loved ones. Hypocrites. Yesterday they wanted my head on a platter. Now they act like I'm one of the family. But truth be told, it was nice, even for that short time, to be treated like a hero. It felt good. I scanned the crowd for John as people started to leave the station. He was nowhere to be seen.
I like the shaky cam at the end there for no reason. This is very dramatic. Alright, let's see. Ooh, I got a lot of XP now. Take that. Do I not have this yet? 3, okay. Alright. I think that's... Yeah, that's a neutral one, okay. Let's do that. Oh, that train is getting the fuck out of here. Oh, I think I saw the gas off shard over here. This game has good neumes. Once we have that power.
Yep.
You can get some real good speed going on that thing. Or especially the wires. Because you have a slope in addition to the electricity. You build up some good speed. Alright, where's the thingamajig? Go. Thingy. He's Naruto sliding. I'm just yelling lunatic. I'm just nervous about ignoring this guy because that's what the suicide bombers sound like. I don't want one of those surprising me. But I also can't figure out where he is. I don't like this combination of facts. Oh, maybe he's in this red clump over here. There he is. Hello.
Reapers keep attacking the police station down the street. Help them.
Good idea.
Looks like they're really beating the hell out of each other. I could jump in now and help them, or I can sit back and let them fight it out. Deal with whoever's left.
When we get to the second game, you guys will have to let me know how you feel about the voice change.
Okay.
Because I hate it. But that might just be one of those things. Like I got used to this voice as being the Cole McGrath voice, you know, and then they threw something totally different at us, and I was like, no, I don't like it. This is not my Cole. It's probably okay in and of itself, but I just like this voice for him better. Oh, Sinner Perplexed Theater. That's a good name. Alone in the House of Blood. Two thumbs down. Craptastic. Tax Loophole Productions presents a film by Lou Ebal. Oh, I see what they're doing. This is a shot at, what the fuck's that guy's real name? The guy who makes the really shitty video game to movies. And he did like House of the Dead one, for example. So that's probably what this is referring to. Yui Ball, that's it. Tax Loophole Productions presents. Because you can see those movies once in a while where it's clearly like... somebody wasn't even trying to make this into a good movie, but they just contractually were obligated to shit a movie out of some sort. So they did. And it sucks. Whoosh. I don't even have to, steer myself around the corners. I'm on a rail. I just hold forwards. Oh. Shard. I see a shard. Shardy shard.
Rail.
Mm-hmm. It's an on-rail shooter. Kai, you ever seen that game, The Typing of the Dead?
No.
No? It's like think of like the House of the Dead on-rail shooter game. Except instead of using a light gun, you have to type out words. So it's like a teaching typing type of thing, but in a House of the Dead style. And it's very silly. It's like camp horror / action movies as a typing thing. Like it's weird. It's so weird. But the camp is very funny though. Like each different zombie will have a different word over their head, so that's how you determine which one you're shooting. Too bad. You've already got 2, lady.
Hey, hero!
Shut up! I'm busy. Christ.
Hey, shut up!
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Whoa, buddy, calm down. Are you okay? He's so afraid of the bomb, he's pissing his pants. Doing the pee-pee dance. God, it's funny the way these animations break.
That bomb could blow any second. I could drain it and try and defuse it. Or I could just walk away. Let the thing blow up.
That would be rude. I like that as a bomb defusal method, though. Just suck the electricity out of the bomb. It can't detonate itself.
Thanks, man. That bomb would have killed a lot of people.
That's what they're for. Alright, and I know we got this one. Okay. Yeah, they do some pretty fun things with powers in the next game as well, though. They do a good job of, like, the whole idea of having a sequel where they add new upgrades, new abilities and stuff. They do a good job with that.
Sorry, my bad.
Yes, you should not have been standing there. It was very rude of you.
What is going on?
A group of people are marching through the streets in a kind of protest. They're trying to send a signal to the Reapers that the people are on your side.
I'm sure the Reapers appreciate that.
I've got some men over there, but in case something goes wrong, I'd like you there too. Don't let anything happen to the people marching.
Hey, fellas. Wondering when they're going to jump out. You just know these guys are going to get attacked. Nope. There's our red blip. Whoa. That was a lot of red very suddenly. Ah. Got deaded. Oh, wrong street. He kept backing up as I was trying to shoot him in the head, and so I kept missing.
Oops.
Yeah, alright. Yeah. There we go.
Just saw some people hanging posters up. Got your face plastered all over them. Now that's publicity.
This is not news, Zeke. Calm down.
Nice work, Cole. I'll be in touch.
Warden Harms? Harms is a great name for a policeman.
Mhm.
Alright, we're out of side missions. For now. Okay. Just gotta run up the road and get to the next main quest. Hello, people. Nope. I am not going to kill myself. I am too awesome.
Also, that's very rude of them to ask.
Right?
News today of a daring raid that freed several hundred prisoners from the clutches of the Reaper Street Gang.
This is like the fountain all over again. Why aren't you stopping this?
I blew up a whole
Because you just
tanker
came over
full
to
of
talk
that
to me?
stuff under the park. Figured that would do it.
Well, it's coming from somewhere. These people aren't getting sick on their own, Cole.
I'll find out what's going on.
This is but the latest
What the fuck are you yelling at me for?
Hey Moya, it's that black tar again. There's sick people all over the place.
The only remaining source of water in that area is from the water towers on the rooftops.
Alright, I'll head up there and see what I can do.
I don't think I like his lady friend very much. Oh, these guys are barfing up tar occasionally themselves. They've all been doused. Ew. How do I do the thing?
Reapers are all over the place up here. There's a weird metal keg attached to the water tower. Tar is dripping out of it.
That must be how they're polluting the water. Destroy it.
I think I just made things worse. Tried to overcharge the pump.
A lot of extra tar just got released into the system, and that is bad news. Next time, blow up the keg. You'll take a bath in that crap, but it'll save lives.
Or I could just do it from a distance and not take a bath in that crap. But apparently I don't know how to do that. God damn it. I hate when they're just fast enough to barely stay out away from me. Alright. Disconnected. How to do that.
Overcharging this pump will keep me high and dry. But it also means that everyone in this water main will get sick. Whose health means more? Mine or theirs?
I don't know which one of us can use our superpowers to regenerate. Destroy it with shockwave. Boom!
I know it hurts, Cole, but this is how it's got to be. Too many people will get sick otherwise.
Off my roof, bitch.
That dude turned into a flying spaghetti.
You do. You got all noodly.
Gotta get closer.
Ah. That's how they make me get spooged by it. Shockwave's too short range.
Oh, it's filling my throat.
Gross. Also, that's what she said.
Mood.
Mhm. Rat, rat. I need to recharge. And that's better. There, I like how he fell off the roof, but his shield stayed behind.
Damn it.
Hold your breath. Close your mouth. Alright. Next. Whoa. Up there, actually. Oh. This section of the city's unpowered, I guess. Alright. I want that blast shard, though. Give me my shards. I need to shard myself.
Ew.
Sharded. Okay. Saw one over here too. Ow. Juiced up. Okay. Did you not? That'd be great. Oh, damn. That's a serious ass turret right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no more. You know what? Let's just destroy that turret. Take that. That one didn't hit us for some reason. Okay.
She's gonna be pretty pissed about this.
Who the hell are you?
Just a concerned citizen. Now hold still.
He leaped toward me, his icy fingers digging into my head. For a moment there was nothing, and then he started to show me things. Horrible things. Beyond description. And in that split second, I understood he was showing me the future. Death and destruction on an unimaginable scale. As he released me, I knew that he was responsible for all of it. That he had opened Pandora's box, and it wasn't ever gonna close, and that damn ray sphere was somehow involved. And then he was gone.
Get on back here, brother. Got some beverages chilling for you.
I'm on my way.
On my way.
You're
I'm gonna
Batman?
do 2 side quests first. Yeah, I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Do they do any weird voice changer stuff with the new Batman?
I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah. Wasn't it the one before? For the Nolan-verse Batmans, where he had like the really crazy voice modulator?
I know one of them did, I just can't remember off the top of my head.
The Reapers have dumped poison into our water supply.
Beef bun burger. Beef's supposed to be in the bun, not be the bun. Although I guess KFC didn't get that note. Hey guys, can I join the roof party?
It's like KFC does chicken. Them trying to do a burger just seems weird.
It would be. They didn't do a beef burger, but have you heard of the Double Down? So they had I forget what was in the middle of it, actually. Actually, maybe yeah, I forget what the patty in the middle was. But they had some sort of sandwich where instead of using a bun, they had 2 pieces of fried chicken as a bun around something else in the middle.
I think I remember seeing something like that.
It's like, that's a bit much.
I think I tried that at some point. It was okay.
You're braver than me, then. I started to feel like I might have been getting a heart attack just looking at it. Chain lightning, suckers! I bought an upgrade so that if I hit somebody in the head with my lightning bolt, then it chains to people. So that's handy. I was about to say I don't think anybody's manning that turret, and then that guy ran over and manned the turret. Hello, Chicken Spoon. Christian Bale, yeah. Christian Bale Batman sounded like he gargled gravel. Yeah, it was bad.
Well, I know that every single actor tries to put their own spin on things.
Yeah, but they gave him an actual voice modulator, I believe. I think the idea was that Batman was using a voice modulator so that the villains wouldn't recognize Bruce Wayne's voice.
I mean, kind of understandable-ish.
Sounded terrible, though. Like, the idea is fine, but they could have done it better.
Yeah.
Alright, you can do this side quest over here. Oh, there's one up there, too. Alright, I'm gonna do these side quests, and then we're gonna call it a night.
Okay.
It's almost that time.
Yep.
I just can't wait till I get my hover power. You can get like a sort of slow fall ability. Like a glider. Then you can really zoom around the city. Zip around on power lines, then jump and glide.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that doesn't happen. Oh well. I'm where I needed to be anyway.
I saw the Reapers pumping poison into our water supply.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna fall over while I'm talking to you.
Rudeness.
Right?
Use me. Gosh. Use me.
Nah, you don't need an excuse.
That one hurt, actually.
Discord blocked it out, so I didn't even hear it.
Oh, it was a sneeze. That one actually made my chest hurt.
Oof, those are bad. I hate it when I have like a stiff spine day or something, and then you have a big sneeze and your spine just goes, oh god, and I'm dead.
I mean, I've sneezed
I died from
before
a 2-in-1 blow.
I've sneezed before and my shoulder has popped and scared the crap out of people before. I'm like, oh no, that just happens.
It actually felt real good. Damn it. I need some cover. Alright, I need to do the roof dangle thing rather than climbing all the way up. This is a dangerous roof. See, the violin knows. Oh, hi. Okay, that's better. Yes, I understand, game.
Get on back here, brother.
Tell me what to do. Jerk.
Got some beverages chilling for you.
I'm on my way.
Hey. Trying to get a quest from her. Don't shoot her. Jerk.
The Reapers have dumped poison into our water supply.
Lady? You okay? Like somebody just hacked her legs off or something. Just suddenly pops down in the middle of a conversation. Okay. Alright, gotcha. Damn. Done? Because I almost am. Come on. There we go. Eee, 78%. Getting pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's save the game there. And pick a raid victim, I mean friend.